Hello everyone, and welcome to All the Mods 8. Now, don't get your hopes up yet. We still have the starter get in All the Mods 7, but we do have an ADM 8 server, and it's been up for a little while. This actually isn't it. This is, well, I mean, it is, but it isn't. This is our creative server. As you can see, I'm in creative, but so is everyone that joins. As you can see, we've got a bit of junk happening over here. I don't want to say junk, but I think it was meant to be junk. We were sort of like doing some stress testing on some new hardware and whatnot, so there's just a bunch of junk around here. But now, as you can see by the title, we have a challenge set up, and I'm hoping we can do more of these challenges more often, so we're trying to get these up and running. So if you're interested in the idea of not just normal Minecraft, but you know, some activities and whatnot, we're trying to run those in our Discord and on our servers, so hopefully they go well. This first one is actually, let me load it up real quick so I can make sure I get everything right for this video. It is, oh god, hopefully nothing breaks. It is to build a spawn, right? Because we have an All the Mods 8 server, and it's just currently, I think, just a random spawn. I don't think there's anything built. So the challenge is to build a spawn, and the theme is currently sci-fi. Now, as you know, I'm the best builder ever. Okay, that's a bit of a lie. But, you know, I'll try and build something. I'll get the ball rolling. We'll see how we do. In the rules, they say a 5x5 chunk. So I've just gone ahead and claimed a 5x5 here so we know what we're working in. And yeah, and it has to, there's like a bunch of rules in the Discord. I'll have that link below to go right to it. But yeah, this should be good. Should be good. So, sci-fi. What do we need for this? I'll be honest. Iron blocks. Easy. Maybe concrete, actually. Concrete, white concrete. In fact, you know what? You guys have noticed this too. Every time I reload the game, my GUI has changed. Everything's changed. All my settings reset every time I load All the Mods 8. Not sure why. I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong, but don't know what it is. But I will grab this because, I mean, this is like sci-fi, right? I think even arguably like some blue. Now, to be fair, we are in like a mod pack, so I can grab literally anything. You know what I mean? But what are sci-fi blocks? You know? Oh, actually, you know what? A controller from either Applied Energistics or from Refined Storage would look beautiful. I reckon we go Applied Energistics because this stuff, you can do some crazy things with it. So I'll tell you what. If I how do I do it? Is it F3G? Here we go. Here's our chunks. I think this is the center. Yeah, this is the center. So I reckon within here we try to build the thing. Now, the problem with these chunks is that they're even, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think that's the center, that blue line. So, I don't really know how we're going to make this. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing, as per usual, but we're going to do it. And that's the beauty of it. So, I'll tell you what. We'll build something like this. What do you reckon? One further out? If we go one further out. I don't know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then this corner one can be there. Yeah, okay, we're good. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think you can, I hope you can build it this big. But yeah, I'll start building something. I'll get this built, and I'll keep coming back as we, I guess, progress through it. Now, if you are a fan of just building things in general, but you're not really used to modding or whatever, and you sort of want to join in on these activities, I recommend using a building gadget. This guy is a very powerful tool, as you can see right here. In terms of making your building just that little bit easier. Some of these blocks you need to stand a little bit away from just so you don't open their inventories or their GUIs. But yeah, have I made it the wrong height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How have I done that? That makes sense. This lines up there. This doesn't line up there. Huh. Yeah, okay. Alright, this looks a little bit more like it. Oh god, it's constantly raining and stuff. I should probably be sleeping, but instead I'm just toggling the settings there. Makes it a little bit easier. To provide these guys with power, obviously, once again, we're in creative, so all I need to do is get like some sort of power source. Normally there's like, what, an infinite like battery or something? I never know what am I searching for? Infinite, and then something that looks like a power cell. Energy cube. This guy. Is that going to power the thing? Yeah, there we go. And this thing starts dancing around. Looks pretty cool, right? Awesome. We might hide it. We might not. We'll see what happens. Actually, yeah, we might just chuck it under here. So already, I would say this looks pretty sci-fi. Right? So I'll tell you what we'll get as well. We'll grab out the exchanging gadget. This guy will let us swap out blocks. So for example, I want to make things look, I guess... oh, you know what? What does iron look like at the moment? Okay. We'll probably go with the concrete. The concrete's a lot more like laboratory, you know what I mean? So we'll grab this, we'll bump up the range, and we'll just like, you know, make this area look nice. So what I'll do is I'll right click each of these corners, just so that we have like a, let's set it to fuzzy as well. There we go. That'll make sure that we can right click through the blocks, maybe? I guess we can just do this. I guess that works too. Because it's not liking that it's already the block that I'm trying to change it into. But this appears to work. And so now we have a nice, I don't know, clean, a cleansed area over here. The question is, where do we want people to spawn? Do I want them to spawn in this? Or do I want them to spawn on this with like maybe some glass on top? Maybe. And what we could do is we could get some sort of like connecting glass, maybe? Alright, I think as well, we definitely need like an elevator. So I'm thinking we put an elevator in the middle here. I think that's a good idea. To do that is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm not the greatest create mechanics. I'll probably do like a cut and come back with hopefully an elevator. I also, listen, whatever I make here, we're not entering into the competition unless somehow I do like the coolest thing ever. So obviously if you guys want, enter in. I don't know if we have a reward set at the moment. You'll get like a custom role in the Discord that you can only get by winning these challenges. So there's that. We might do other rewards as well. I don't want to say anything yet in case we can't do it, but we'll see. We'll see. No, I guess that doesn't really help. I probably should have just not said anything, but I don't know. We'll see what we do. We've got a few ideas. That's the problem. It's like, which one do we do? If you guys have ideas of rewards, let us know, I guess. So this guy should be doable. I think as well, because we've got like a creative engine. Hold on. Or motor, sorry. We can just like power this guy easily. I think as well there's like a rotation, not this guy. I never know what it is. At creates. Let's double click this. Ah yes, a sequenced gear shift. This guy here. So what I can do is I think if I place this guy on here, and then we can get a relay, I believe. A relay transmitter. I don't know what it used to be called a relay, and then they must have changed the name because I don't remember what it's called now. This thing here, a link. Yeah, a link. That makes sense. It links. So we'll get a redstone link. One of these will go here. I'll need a custom design for it. I don't know. We'll do this and that. Sure. If someone else picks this, it'll sort of like ruin the thing, but it's fine. So we'll do that. I will then want to do what's the things called? My brain no worky. These things, what are they called? Chassis. So we'll go chassis. We just need some linear chassis. We'll grab these ones. It should be fine. And we'll place these on top. And these should all connect together beautifully. So we'll keep doing this. There we go. Before we place the last one, we'll hook everything else up. So this guy's obviously going to get a motor. Realistically attached. Yeah, it looks like it's attached. I guess we can hop back up here. So in this relay, we want to tell it to do something. So I guess we want it to be await new redstone pulse. And then if it works, I want it to turn the piston up 5 meters. That'll go what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arguably we want to go 6, right? So let's bump that up to 6 by scrolling. So that should be good. Then it should go to the next one. So the next one is going to be await new redstone pulse. And then when it gets that, it is going to do that same piston move 5 meters or 6 meters reversed, right? And then it's going to end. And the reason it's going to end is because then it'll go back to the top, which means it's waiting for a pulse to go back up. Then it'll wait to go back down. Then it'll go to the front. So that should work. Magically, this should all work. Of course, the daytime and stuff's changed. We do have it on a cycle so that you can build like a design that glows and stuff. Especially since we are running with like shaders and whatnot. You can get some cool effects going. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a shader challenge at some point. That's a good idea. So we'll do this. That looks fine. Then I believe, just as a test, if we place this guy here and... Oh god, what was it? Was it a link and a motor? Or was it a... No, it was a motor and a cube. I think that's what it was. Oh, and I also forgot to... Hold on. I guess we can double check while we're down here. I forgot to change this guy. What you need to do is you need to shift right click them. And you can't see it. Well, I guess if I do that. But it changes that nozzle into like an antenna or a satellite dish. So as you can see, there we go. So we can cover this back up. So in theory, if I get a button like so, and I trigger this, I thought it would do something. It simply has not. Really? Is it lighting up when I do that? Let's see. Push that. Yeah, it is lighting up. Okay, it's just not triggering this thing for whatever reason, but I thought that it should. Oh, no, yeah, This contraption was unable to assemble. The piston is missing some extension poles. That makes perfect sense. My bad. Now, we do have bedrock right here, which is a bit of a problem. Because maybe I should have built further up. I guess keep that in mind if you're coming to build here. Because I think we can go down. I just don't know how far down you can get away with. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. Ugh, which I don't think is enough. Oh, God. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Yeah, build up. The big suggestion, build up. But this should work. I might need to, wait a little bit. What's it saying? Does it say anything now? No, but it hasn't yet. I think it's technically, like, lowering. Yep, then it stopped moving. So then we give it another redstone push. And now it should be going the other way. Oh, yep, and there we go. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Once again, the issue is that we built too close to the ground. That's actually very upsetting. I mean, we can add extra, but that's just going to break it, I think, once it goes in the void, right? Maybe not. We might be fine. We'll see. I'll push this. That should send it down. But it's also possible that it can't go down because that stuff. Which I think is the case. Okay. Not a clue. I think we just have to move everything up. Alright, so I rebuilt it. I've copied it as a schematic. So I think what I can do... Hopefully this works. I don't know. I'm going to break all this stuff. And try and replace it, but up a little bit. And that should hopefully do the trick. So we'll break all that stuff. We've got our schematic. We can somewhat line it up. It looks like it's been spun around a bit or something. But we can place it here. And that's, what it looks like. So, yeah, we are doing good. Let's try and figure this out. Let's do... These schematics are really powerful, by the way, if you're interested in using them. Does this look like a good height? I mean, I guess that'll give us plenty of room to work with. So then we'll scroll down to the end and print that. There we go. Obviously, we'll have to now try and make this look nice. I guess it's probably nice making it float as well, or at least making it above ground so that it's easier for us to like copy and paste it into the actual server. But yeah, I guess this is my lesson, my lesson that I've learned. Another thing, by the way, we should just get like a big torch and place this right in the middle to stop all these mob spawns. Alright, you'll be happy to know that it does appear as though the system works. Now, one issue I will say with this is I'm not sure if buttons work in like an admin spawn, that type of thing. And another thing is we should probably like double these speeds just to, just help things out a little bit. Did that save? I think it did. Because obviously no one wants to spawn and then you're sitting in the thing for ages. So like, how's that? How's that? There we go. Yeah, great. Oh God. I'm not sure. I really have no idea what else. The other requirements of the spawn, I guess we'll try and do the bare minimum. How does that sound? We need a spot for information to be displayed, right? So that means like signs, or I'm sure you could do like projectors. I'm pretty sure you could do RF Tools screens, screen controller, and some screens. Maybe even some creative ones would make more sense. Just to display information like, hey, this is what's happening. Don't don't break things. And also an entrance. So obviously we've got this that'll come down here. This guy will move somewhere else. So for example, just temporarily. What do we want our walls out of? Probably iron? Maybe we'll do concrete. So here, bear with me. By the way, the winner of these, I'm not selecting it, the admins aren't selecting it. We're going to have, ideally, assuming everything works, it'll be selected via a poll in the Discord. So we'll have like pictures of everyone's spawn set up, and then you can vote on which one you think looks the best. So that's the plan. Well, I'm really hoping this first one goes really well. That's sort of like I'm jumping in, but we're doing a video. We haven't attempted one of these challenges in a long time, so I am excited to try it out. But I also can't build. Alright, so as you can see, I've been making a little bit of progress. A bare minimum of progress. And, oh yeah, does this work? I think it's meant to work. It doesn't look like it did work just then, but I think it's meant to. Yeah, okay, awesome. So what I was going to do here is I was going to set it to time delay, and I want it to wait like, I don't know, 5 seconds. So that way, if someone spawns, and I want it to actually be the other way around. So I want this to actually go reversed, and then I want this to go back up, right? Because I want people to start at the top. So this is its resting state at the moment. And what'll happen is someone clicks the button, I think, and something's meant to happen, but it doesn't look like it's doing it. Okay, I've pressed it, so it comes down, right? And it stops there, and then in approximately 5 seconds, it'll go back up, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay, so it'll go back up, and it'll be ready for the next person. The person who spawns down here, if they want to go back up, they can press a button. If they look at this, I guess they can see this. I doubt there's any issue with them having access to witness this. I'm sure it's fine, surely. Everything else, I mean, it's pretty gross. We did have a button up here, yep. So you can press this, assuming it works, which it doesn't seem to, oh, yeah, it seems to work sometimes. I don't know. Listen, I'm not great at this. I just wanted to show a general idea. So, I mean, this is pretty good, right? I don't know what type of, like, sci-fi, like, factory blocks exist. I'm sure there's plenty. It's just a matter of, I don't know, finding them and putting them to use. I think as well, like, I don't know, a bunch of coolant and stuff will be pretty cool. I think this is it, though. We'll keep this episode short and sweet, this little thing. I'm excited to see what you guys build. In regards to whether there'll be a video showing them off, I'm not sure. We might have just a video at the end going through all of them as quick as I can, sort of thing. Because it's hard to find the time to do, like, the checking out base videos, or in this case, the checking out the server challenge videos. It's hard to find the time for me to do that and like, have the energy for it, which means sometimes they just sort of don't happen, which I feel horrible about. But I want these challenges to happen regardless of me, so there's constantly content happening on the server, even if it doesn't involve me, you know what I mean? Because it's I don't know. We have such a big community, and it's I don't know. It feels like we're wasting it. You know what I mean? Like we could be having so much fun. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully you enjoy this stuff. If you have event suggestions and stuff, like different challenges we can do, you can probably leave. I mean, you can leave them anywhere realistically, but in the Discord there'll be like an event general channel you can look at, and I think in there you can probably what do you call it? I don't know, leave your suggestions and stuff. At the moment, we have Laura the Vampire in our Discord channel, setting up these events and stuff. This one's been set up pretty much entirely by them. So big thank you to them for setting this up. We'll see how this goes. I hope it goes well. If it does, I don't know, they can start putting together a team to work on these events and keep doing more and stuff. Yeah, all right. So feel free to join. Linked in the description below. Should be the Discord. Depending on when you're watching this, the server might be up. It might not be up. Fingers crossed, I guess. In regards to my content, it'll still be All the Mods 7 until I get that star, apparently. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and hopefully you'll have fun on the server. Goodbye.